So let us conduct an in-depth review of what is happening in Haiti. So much is happening in Haiti. Recently, on 25th of June 2024, 400 police officers from Kenya landed in Port-au-Prince, the capital city of Haiti. These police officers are there for a mission, a peacekeeping mission, which is approved by the United Nations. So that is what we will be looking at more regularly. As long as the Kenyan police officers are in Haiti, we will keep reviewing this. We will try to be as unbiased as possible to look at these issues from all angles. So today we will look at the background information about this peacekeeping mission in Haiti, which is led by Kenya. Some context is essential. So the issues affecting Haiti started a long time ago, but in the recent past, on July 2021, the president of Haiti was assassinated. His name was Geoffrey Kerosi. He was assassinated. So after his assassination, gang assaults on police stations, government buildings, and key infrastructures increased in Haiti. So basically, gangs took over the management of Haiti generally, or in most parts. For example, 80% of Port-au-Prince is under the control of gangs already. So they, at even some point before the Kenyan police went there, I think for 3 months, they controlled the international airport as well as the main seaport. Gary Connell is the former regional director of UNICEF, was chosen as the prime minister in April 2024 election. He will stay in power until the next election, which is expected to be in early 2026. So the problems, as I told you, of Haiti started long time ago. It started in 1804, when Haiti became the first black republic in the world. The first one in the world was Haiti, 1804. After 1804, Haiti paid billions to France for them to secure their freedom. This is the action which crippled Haiti economically. This was followed by decades of dictatorship and many other issues, environmental destruction and many others, which have really made Haiti more problematic. So the population of Haiti is estimated to be 11.5 million people, and these people are suffering from acute food insecurity. They have no food, because when you are in war or when you are facing violence and insecurity every day, food production stops. So also because of gang violence, it's not possible to bring food from other countries, to import food to Haiti. Even if you import it to the airport or to the port, distributing that food is also problematic. So the biggest impact has been on children. Negative impact has been on children. It's estimated that 123 children were killed in 2023. 78 children were mutilated. Others were tortured, sexually abused, and sometimes burned them alive. So the gangs could burn them alive, could torture them, and could sexually abuse them. So the UN estimates that there are between 30 to 50% of harmed group members are children. And now the Kenya police and other forces who are going to Haiti, they must come up with a strategy on what to do when they encounter children in the field. They find children with guns. What do they do? That one must come out very well in terms of their operations. These children have no access to education, because if you are a gang member, every day you are working for the gang. You don't have time to go to school. For those children who are not members of the gang or gangs, it is unsafe for people to move around. For example, move from a home to school. It is not possible. So there is a generation who are going not to access education because of this gang violence which is ongoing in Haiti. So Kenya already committed to send 1,000 police officers. They already sent 400 officers to Haiti on board of Kenya Airways, and they promised that they will send the balance, which is 600 more police officers to Haiti in 2 weeks' time. So we will report to you when that happens. This force will be led by Senior Assistant Inspector General of Police, Geoffrey Otunge. Geoffrey Otunge will be leading the force. Benin, Jamaica, Bahamas, Belize, Barbados, Antigua, Barbuda, Bangladesh, Algeria, Canada, France, Germany, Trinidad, Tobago, Turkey, UK, and Spain have contributed to the peacekeeping mission, either through sending forces or through sending troops, or by providing resources, or by providing even training. The US, for example, is providing finances, equipment, civilian contractors to set up a new barracks, headquarters for the mission near the international airport. The cost of this peacekeeping mission is estimated to be $600 million annually. This money will be kept in a UN trust fund, which was created to receive donations from member countries to finance it. So Canada pledged $60 million in February this year, and again in March they pledged $300 million to support the peacekeeping mission in Haiti. The money which is found in that UN trust fund, some of it is being used for pre-deployment training, personnel reimbursements, equipment, police advisors, and base refurbishments. So far so good. What we have in total in the UN Trust Fund is $21 million, and most of this money is provided by Canada, that is 8.7 million, US 6 million, France 3.2 million, Spain 3 million, making it a total of 21 million. That's what provided for. So it is not very clear what would happen in case the force runs out of money. Would they come back to Kenya and other countries which are contributing troops? Currently, the Kenya police, or the police from Kenya, they are conducting joint security operations to counter gangs, secure key infrastructure, help ensure safe access to humanitarian aid for the people of Haiti. Language barrier is also something which is expected to be a problem, because most Kenyan police officers who went to Haiti don't speak French or Haitian Creole. That is the language spoken in Haiti. So we are yet to see how they will handle the language barrier. The Haitian police officers, most of them, they speak English, and there is interpreters who will be used when needed. However, you know, there are times when you need to make decisions quickly. I don't know if you have to call an interpreters before you take some action. But Kenyan police officers have also been reported to be taking English classes, not really English but French classes, in order to catch up with the situation. So how gangs will respond, it is unknown. We don't know how they will respond, but they have reported that some gang members, gang leaders went into hiding after the Kenya police landed in Haiti. Gangs allegedly have also bought, some other gangs, they have bought a large inventory of Colombian weapons to increase their firepower. They want to be having better and bigger guns, grenades and other things, so that they can respond to the arrival of foreign soldiers or foreign police officers in Haiti. There is also the issue of vigilantes, a movement that has killed many gang members. E.g., there is a group called Buakare or Build Good, that is in the Haitian Creole. Build Good is a gang, a vigilante, which is made up of the Haitian citizens who come together to form a vigilante group which protects their families from the gang members. So they kill those gang members, but first they hunt them down, they kill the gang members, and they burn their bodies. So unfortunately, these vigilante groups or movement later on develops to become gangs themselves, because they engage sometimes after forming the vigilante gangs. They later start engaging in illegal activities, and later on they become gangs themselves. So Haiti is a complicated scene, and we will continue unraveling these scenes to you through this Kerosi TV. We will continue reporting to you what's happening in Haiti through use of official channels, and through making sure we can have evidence of what we are reporting. So thank you very much for tuning in to Kerosi TV. See you in the next episode.